Now, a short lesson from the life of Joseph, who we happen to know very well if you're a student of the Bible. It was recorded in the Bible that this man called Joseph was sold as a slave into the house of Potiphar, and as a result, he found favor, and because of God's grace upon his life, Potiphar placed him over all of his properties. Then a time came whereby the wife of Potiphar began to lust after Joseph. Then she came to Joseph, asked him out. Now, she told him that she wants her in to lie with her, that is to have sex with her. But this man Joseph refused her offer. And what is the terrain or the template to teach that made Joseph to be able to avoid this woman's request is that Joseph was conscious that all the properties of his master have been put in his charge except the wife. Then secondly, he has the awareness that God is the center of everything that he ever amounted to in the house of Potiphar. That all that happens to him in the house of Potiphar are not accidental. Being in charge of Potiphar's property is not because of his ability, but because of God's plan for his life. When the wife of Potiphar came to him, do you know what happened? He knew so well that there is nothing that this woman can offer him that can go beyond what his master Potiphar has offered him. The same thing, he is aware of the fact that all that he needs, God through Potiphar has made it all available unto him. Therefore, he never succumbed to the offer of this woman. And even though he rejected this woman, the Bible said that this woman kept on coming to him, and yet he never yielded. And even though he ended up in prison, this now made him to come to the conclusion of what Apostle Paul was urging us in the book of Romans chapter 6, verse 12 and 13, say that, therefore do not let sin reign in your mortal body, that you should obey it in its lust. Then 13 says, and do not present your members as instruments of unrighteousness, in other words, weapons of unrighteousness to sin, but present yourself to God as being alive from the dead, and your members as weapons of righteousness to God. Can you see now? That's what Joseph did. He presents his body member unto God as instruments, as weapons of righteousness, instead of as weapons of unrighteousness that lead to sin. Even when this woman came to offer him what is appealing to woman's body, and every woman crave for this thing that this woman put up to him, but he never allowed her to take charge of him. Now, sexual sin is not the only problem or the temptation that faces humanity, especially when you want to live right and follow God faithfully. There are many trials and sinful things out there that will come to you. The Bible says Jesus was tempted as you are, but he never sinned. Let that be your consciousness. Let it not go in your mind that your body is not yours, it belongs to God. And the Lord give you the grace to stand strong and establish in his love. Amen.